The Philip JPL-led administration continues to assert its dedication to national progress, particularly in the area of youth development and healthcare, as these areas have long been a cornerstone of the SLP's national agenda. During a recent National St. Lucia Labour Party SLP meeting, Prime Minister Pierre addressed persistent criticisms from the opposition, declaring that youth have always been a top priority for his government, even before birth. In his remarks, Prime Minister Pierre emphasized that the government's commitment to young people begins in the earliest stages of life.
I want the young people of Soufriere in particular, because you only talk about young people, young people, young people. This government has seen about young people from birth up to the time they become adults. I'll tell you how, and I'll tell you why. This government, under Moussa Jabatis, we've seen about the health of mothers when they are expecting babies. We've seen about mothers getting all the necessary tests when they are pregnant so they can have healthy babies. So we've seen about that from before the young person is born.
In support of his point, Prime Minister Pierre drew reference to key initiatives under the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs, including improved access to maternal healthcare services for expecting mothers, as evidence that the development of St. Lucian youth begins before they are even born.
This government has assured and ensured that young mothers, when they go to the health centers, once they are registered, they get all their medical attention. Further, this government, and you talk about health, and they believe they can challenge us on health. And that is why anytime they talk is mépris, malparler, magie, nonsense, papi show, stupidity, créer non-nom, créer mon non. Ça tout c'est le qu'on fait sur cette plateforme. Because I tell you what, talking about health, only last month, this government, under him with the help of Moussa, we said all young ladies can go to the hospital and get tests for cervical cancer free of charge.
Furthermore, the introduction of universal health coverage (UHC) under the current administration has allowed not only the youth but the elderly population to benefit from expanded access to essential healthcare services. Prime Minister Pierre noted that once registered, seniors too are able to take full advantage of these benefits, reinforcing the government's holistic approach to public health and well-being.
So when we said that any person, once they are registered, over the age of 80 can get medical care, they laughed at us. They papi showed us. They put people in Pampers. Now, the people of Soufriere and the people of St. Lucia want your grandmother because they have no love. Once your grandmother is over 80 and she registered, she can get services free in the health system of St. Lucia.
While the UWP continues to argue that young people have been overlooked, the Prime Minister maintained that the SLP's track record tells a different story, one of long-term investment and inclusive progress. For Choice News Now, I am Kishana Smith.